Deja vu prime time?
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the KO MP-44 Optimus Prime. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. This is how he comes, packaged. No box, no nothing, just in there, in a tray. That's it. I'm missing an accessory, but it's useless anyway, so I'm not even that upset about it. But yeah, just a plastic tray. You open it up, take out the figure, you dump out the stuff, and then you get rid of this. That's it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have the knockoff MP-44 Optimus Prime. And I believe this is the 4th version of this knockoff mold. But yeah, a knockoff of MP-44 with some improvements. Now, the reason I bought this is because after years and years of transforming MP-10 back and forth, he started to fall apart, and I don't want that to happen to my MP-44 because I really like him and he's really expensive and I want to keep him in one piece for as long as possible. So I bought this knockoff so I could always keep one in truck mode for comparisons. Longevity! Longevity is the key here, but yes, here is the knockoff, and I have to say, it's a nicely done knockoff. Quality-wise, the plastic feels good. It feels really good, honestly. It doesn't really feel knockoffy. It actually feels quite solid. So, you know, made of some pretty good materials. I only have like one loose joint here, and that's on this little bit, and that I can tighten up. But otherwise, it's all quite solid, but let's get in close here so we can take a look not at his belly, but at his noggin. There's the noggin. Oh, baby. As you can see, very nice primey head sculpt, as it should be. That nice bright blue for the eyes. Oh no. Pretty nicely done, pretty crisp. Some nice transparent blue windshields there. You got the top lights there painted as well. Now you have the ab grill done in silver, not chrome, and also the smokestacks are just done in silver paint instead of chrome. That's one difference between the two. We have this little spot here for an Autobot symbol. I believe you can remove this and actually replace it with a panel that has the Autobot symbol on it. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put a sticker on it. But you also have the yellow in the forearms as opposed to the red that the original has. I'll do a comparison so you'll see all the differences there. But, yeah, oh no, not too shabby. The paintwork there on the crotch there a little bit, it's alright, but it's okay. But again, you got the silver paint here as opposed to the chrome. But all in all, detailing wise, everything is pretty exact. Moving up the back, you got the prime booty. And yeah, so I'm going to stop here because the one main improvement they made to this figure that I think a lot of people will appreciate is they got rid of the backpack. So there's no electronics in this. They totally gutted that out and they re-engineered the backpack here. And now he has a nice flat backpack. So I'm sure that will make a lot of people happy. So that's definitely one major improvement that they made to the figure. Not that I cared about the backpack originally, because I don't care about backpacks. I don't look at the back of the figure. But if that's something that did bother you, hey, there you go. They got you covered. But yeah. All in all, though, I think it all comes together quite nicely. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint, so you got that wiggly-waggly, you have that transformation joint there, so you can kind of look a lot down. You can do squirrel, you can do just my tongue stops working. You can do total squirrel. Arms, you can do a full 360 on nice ratchets, in and out at this joint. You also have this hinge here, so you have 2 points of movement at the shoulder. Moving on down, we also have bicep rotation. The elbows are now on a ratchet. So you got that going on. Wrist rotation. It's squeaky, but it's there. The hands have the same poseability as the original, albeit the joints are a little bit more snug. There you go. The thumb is just on that hinge there, and the index finger is on a hinge at the base and a hinge here, and the other 3 fingers are joined together. You have a hinge at the base and a hinge there. You do have that waist rotation. You have the ab crunch if you need it. You have that same gimmick here with the hips, where this part of the skirt will just compress up, so you can do them high kicks, and then we bring the leg back down. It will come with it, sometimes not all the way. There you go. And these skirts will move out, the butt skirt will move out, so you can get back that far, outward, the full splits. You got thigh rotation. Now the knee is another thing they improved. They don't have that weird knee joint where it's like you have to move it a very specific way, otherwise you're going to shatter everything. Now it's just a regular ratcheted double knee joint. So now you can just do whatever you want there, and it will work as intended. The feet, they can move up, they can move down, and you do have your ankle tiltage. Now, as far as accessories go, like you saw in the packaging, you don't get a lot. There's no trailer and all that extra stuff, but you do get his gun here. It is nicely done, and here it is with the official MP-44 gun. You can see the official one has a little bit more of a sheen to it. This one's just done in that matte colored plastic. And you also get some gunmetal gray up in here, whereas on the knockoff there's no paint there, but otherwise it is the same gun. You also get his Energon axe, done in that transparent orange. You get bluish effects, that's right, you get two little blushes done in transparent orange as well. You get the little Starscream shoulder intake parts, which you actually can't really use on this. I'll show you what I mean, but you get that. You also get the optional Starscream head, which looks quite good. You get the alternate cartoon head here. This looks quite nice also. You get the battle damage head. It looks like he had a rough day. Again, pretty nicely done. And you also get the battle damaged side piece there. So that is what you get with the figure. You are also supposed to get the jetpack. I did not get the jetpack, but again, it's actually useless with this version, but hey, you're supposed to get it. Now, as far as the gun goes, it is the typical tab in the slot of the palm method of weapon holding. Now, on this copy, on my copy anyway, I don't know if it'll be every copy, but on my copy anyway, this did not hold in at all. There's like no friction. It would just fall right out of his hand. I put some kiki in there to snug it up, and it worked. It worked a bit. I may have to put some more in there, but you can see now you can actually hold on to it. It doesn't totally fall out, but still. I'm going to have to put some more in there to snug it up a little bit more. You can pew, pew, bang, bang, pew, pew, bang, bang, and all of that good stuff. And you can give him his Energon axe, and you just remove the hand, and you just put the axe there on the clip like so. Oh, that's squeaky. There you go. You can pew, pew, hack, hack, pew, pew, hack, hack, and all of that good stuff. And of course, you have a blush, because he's blush compatible. Oh, he's blush compatible. And there you go. You can do a big old primey blush. Oh, it's that primey blush. The best kind of blush. So now let's talk about the Starscream parts. You get the shoulder intakes here, but they don't actually work with this figure, because with the original backpack, you had a tab that would go through this slot here to hold it in place, but now that they remolded the backpack, there's nothing there, so you can just kind of sit it there. You know, you can do that, but it doesn't actually hold or secure in any way. It's just sitting there. You can knock it right off. And it's the same thing with the jetpack. If they had given me the jetpack, but the jetpack doesn't work with this backpack. They remolded the backpack, but didn't remold the jetpack to work with the new backpack. So that doesn't clip on in any way, shape, or form. So it's really, these two parts are pretty useless now. Useless to me anyway, because I never use those parts for my display, but, you know. As always, it's your toy, display it however you wish, but those pieces were never of any use to me. Now, as far as the noggin options go, originally, on the original version of the mold, you would just slide the face off of this section here to swap out the faces, but they didn't do that with this knockoff. They just give you entirely new heads here, so there's nothing to slide off. You just pop it off the ball joint and pop the new head on. So if you want to, you can just pop this off. You can give him the battle damage head. Just pop that on there. There you go. Now he has the battle damage. He's all like, "Brr, I have been battle damaged." Or you could make him Starscream. Do whatever you want there. And you get the little battle damaged side piece here that just tabs in like that. He can be like, my side, brr, those are the sounds he makes when he's hurt. And of course, you can open up his chest to reveal the matrix inside. You can see on the knockoff, you get an all silver matrix. You know, tool here to kind of help pop it out. It's in there pretty good. Come on, get out, get out, get out! I say. Come on, camera, camera, camera. It's in there. There we go. But you get an all silver matrix. There's diecast as well. But obviously on the original you get the gold there in the center. But they decided to go with all silver with the nice metallic blue in the middle. So there is your matrix. So there you have that. And now for comparison. The only comparison we need to do here is with the original MP-44. So you can see how they look side by side. Now, overall finish-wise, you have the nice gloss finish here on the official. You just have the colored plastics on the knockoff, so it's just a matte finish. You have chrome on the official as opposed to silver paint on the knockoff. The red on the forearms as opposed to the yellow on the forearms. And, of course, we have different sized backpacks going on there, so there you go. So that is basically it for the robot mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So, for the most part, this transforms just like MP-44 here. You just open up this panel, bring that down, flip that in, rotate the hand. Oh, it's squeaky. Rotate that 180, then take this panel, open it up, and then just bring all of this around, all of it around, and all of it around, like so. I'm going to take the smokestack here, and going to just shift that forward, like that. Rotate the arm in, got this little panel here on the bicep, you want to bring that down, and then compress the arm in, pull that out. And then you have that side all done. Second verse, just like the first, we can pull that out. That'll actually make things a little bit easier. Open that up, bring that down, make sure the hand is balled up, rotate that around, squeaky, oh squeaky. Bring all this around and close it up. Then bring that smokestack forward. These are quite stiff on my copy. Bring that around. Open up that bicep panel, like so. Compress that up, like that. And there you go. So once we have done that, we can kind of start undoing all this here. So just bring all this up. You want to undo the backpack here. So undo this section, bring that down. Just start bringing all this up. Get things out of the way. Then open up the chestial region here. Open that up. They made the chest clip together also on this knockoff here. They're like little interlocking tabs, which are not necessary, but hey, keeps things secure, so I'm not going to complain. But once you've done that, take this section here with the matrix, bring all of this down, get all of your clearance, all of that good stuff there, and then we can bring these wheel sections down. Bring these wheel sections down, like so. Rotate the windshields around. Bring this down. Bring this down. And take this, just bring up this little blue part, and just fold all this in like so. Again, just kind of straighten things out here so you have your clearance. And then we're going to just pull this section forward, rotate it in, bring the wheel out, like so, then slide that up, bring this forward and over, rotate the wheel out, slide that up, like that, and then you have tabs that will go into slots in this section here, so just push that up, and that will all lock into place right there. Once we have done that, just bring up this little panel in front of Prime's face, like so. And we can work on this new backpack section here. So how this works is, you're just going to bring this section up, and then rotate these up, and these sections here will just fold down on that double hinge. Rotate this up, fold that down on the double hinge, and these sections here, you want to pull them up, and then bring them out, and then compress them back in. Pull that up. Pretty tight. Oh, bring it out, and compress that back in, like so. And now we can just start swinging all of this around and around. Bring these windshields in, round and around, and get all that tucked in like so. And there you go. Now you can bring these panels down, bring this panel down, and voila. Then we can take this clip here, and we'll go right under the crotch. Secure all that in place, like that. This section here, there's a double hinge here. You want to make sure that this is straightened out. Then you just fold this down, and this will just line up right there with that section. Then you just bring the arms down, tuck them into the sides, like so, and like so. I'm moving through this kind of quickly because, I mean, it's on MP-44. We've done this transformation before. You kind of know how this works, but there you go. So there you have the Gur truck. We got the Gur truck going on here. Gur truck. There we go. Gur truck. You can never deny a good Gur truck. But now we're going to take these side skirt panels here, rotate these up, take this blue little butt panel here, and just bring this up and over. You can bring these butt flaps back. Bring the leg back, and now we can work on the legs. So, what are we going to do first? We'll do the heel, just bring that down, rotate out, close that up. This little panel here just rotates in like that. You're going to come here to this section, unclip that, and that will allow you to open all of this up like so. This panel here, you want to bring that down. This little panel here flips in. You want to make sure that this panel, you want to make sure you push that up on the double hinge so it sits flush like that. You can bring the toes up. You can use this hinge here to bring down this section to get it started. So you just bring that down like that, and then you can just bring that down and line all of this up like so. So it sits like that. And then we can get started on the legs. You can bring the section out a little bit so you can rotate this section in. Then you can bring this up. Just take this tank section here, just swing that around so it sits like that. And this is the loose one. I can tighten that up. It's like literally the only loose part I have on this figure. That and the hand connection with the gun. But once you've done that, then you just give all this a rotation like so. This section here rotates in like that. And then you can bring this back and rotate this around like so. Then you just compress the leg in, and then you can close all of this up like that. And then just get everything sitting where it's supposed to be. Get that foot all lined up. And there we go. And second verse, guess what, is just like the first. And now that we have both legs done, you just have everything together and just hook that up back there as well. Get all that together, and you want to make sure that this section sits flush with this. Again, just kind of line it up and then just kind of push everything in, and that should all just sit flush right in there like that. And there you go. So we're getting there. So now bring this section out, bring this up, bring this blue section all the way over, and then just bring this red bit down, bring this down, and just take this bit here, swing that over, raise all this up, And you got that. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Second verse, of course, just like the first. So bring that up, bring all that over, bring that down, rotate this around, and bring all of it up, and there we go. So the last thing we have to do is just connect all of this. Now there is one relationship here you have to make sure you have in order. You have a tab right here that goes into this slot right here. If you don't have that in place, it will knock things out of whack and things will not line up. And that also goes for MP-44. That goes for the official one as well. So always make sure you have this relationship in order here, and it's not the easiest thing to do when you have a camera in front of your face. But I think I got it. There you go. Once you have that in place, like that, you basically just want to hold your thumb there, because if you're messing with this, you can kind of untab that. Just bring this up, and all of this will just tab in to this new front section here. Just make sure you have your clearances. And everything will just tab in right there. Then you have another tab that just sits up right in there, like so. And there you go. And everything sits nice and flush. Even this clip right here, which on MP-44, on my MP-44 anyway, this clip never actually sat right. And this always sits nice and snug. So, hey, another little improvement here. But again, same thing on the other side. Just bring that around. Put that in. And again, make sure that that little tab slot connection in there is in order, which it is, I believe. There we go. Yep, okay, that's in place. And then we can bring this over. That'll tab in. That'll tab in. Like so. There we go. I believe we have all of our relationships in order, do we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we really, really do. And there you go. Get everything nice and squozen. Get everything nice and lined up here. And there you go. Oh, what? Wait. One more crucial bit of transformation here we must do. Side view mirrors. There we go. There you go. And now, there you have the KO MP-44 in his alt. Well, you can't really spin on rubber tires, but you get the idea. You get the idea. But there he is. There he is in his truck mode. And it looks good. It comes together well. The new engineering they came up with for the backpack. It all incorporates very well with the mold, and yeah, everything comes together pretty solidly. The only gap that I have is just this little bit right here. Never sits totally flush like it's supposed to, but other than that, everything does sit quite well. And like I said, in some cases, it actually comes together better than on MP-44, like this relationship here. Like this, on my MP-44, I can never get those clips to really stay in place. On this KO, it all stays together solidly. So, all in all, not too shabby. Not too shabby. I can work with it. I can work with all of this. But yeah, looks quite good. Yeah, these little gaps here, these are basically artifacts from the original mold, because on the original mold, the backpack had these little tabs that would come in and kind of fill in this little gap here, so that's why you had these little openings here. Yeah, overall, it works out quite well. There's the top, there is the bottom. He does still roll, like rolling things should. Hooray, hooray for rolling. And for comparison, here it is with the original MP-44. So you can see the differences here. Obviously different finishes here. You have the gloss versus the matte finish. You have chrome as opposed to the silver paint. And yeah, but overall they look pretty similar. Some obvious differences, but everything still works out pretty much the same. So there you go. And just like with MP-44, you do still have the opening doors here on either side, which is nice. And you can store your weapon on here. You can just fold this up and just bring this around. And you just hook it onto this T-tab right here. So you still have storage for your weapon. Things you can do if you want to do it. But, of course, if you do have, it holds on to it quite well also. Let go. Release! Release, Prime! Thank you. Alrighty. So, of course, if you have MP-44, then yes, obviously, the trailer will work for it and plug right in, and there you go. You can roll out and do all of the rolling out. So, there you go! So there you have the knockoff MP-44, and yeah, it's a knockoff, but it's a well-done knockoff, in my opinion. Again, quality-wise, the plastic feels good. It feels like a solid figure. I only have like a couple little loose joints that are easily fixable. I appreciate the improvements they made to the mold. So yeah, overall, it's a solid piece, in my opinion. So if you couldn't afford MP-44, then hey, this is something you might want to take a look at, because this knockoff is definitely way more affordable. If you despised the backpack on MP-44, this might be something you want to take a look at. But yeah, overall, I am quite pleased with him, so there you go. Now, I picked this up from TF Safari. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. And of course, for all your other Transformers needs, you can check out BigBadToyStore.com, as always linked in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my knockoff Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the knockoff MP-44 Optimus Prime, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Big geek, be proud, palm in your face. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Bumblebee, it's an imposter! Kill him! No, he's the imposter! Kill him! When's my birthday? Whew. Thank Primus that's over. It's good to see you, Prime. Yeah, I have no idea when your birthday is.